My names are James Musherure Rujoki, and I'm the Acting Manager National Content at the Petroleum Authority of Uganda. Uganda's oil and gas local content agenda is basically simple. It's about value retention in Uganda through use of goods and services and employment of Ugandans. Now, the oil and gas policy was brought into place in 2008, and it had objectives 7 and 8, which were meant to promote local content or participation of Ugandans. We basically look at about 5 pillars. Number 1, are Ugandans employed? So we make sure that the agenda of local content in the oil and gas is about employment and use of Ugandans. Number 2, are they trained to be able to work in the sector? So it's about capacity building. Number 3, are we using goods and services from Uganda? So we're making sure that the procurement of oil and gas companies involves the use of goods from Uganda and services by Ugandan companies. Number 4, are the companies being capacity built? So if there is shortage, then they're able to meet the standards. Are we doing capacity building to enable companies to participate in the sector? And last is about technology transfer. As a new industry, new technology is coming on board, new things are coming on board. Are we trying to ensure that technology transfer and technical know-how are being done in the oil and gas sector? So the agenda is about 5 of those pillars, and the authority is here as a regulator to ensure those are met. The oil and gas local content started way back when there were production sharing agreements were signed, and of course there were clauses in there. There were specific laws introduced in 2013 in the Acts, and in 2016 with specific national content regulations. Now from there, local content has been part of the industry, and we have had so many tremendous achievements. From the time of exploration up to the period of about 2017, there were about $3.4 billion invested in exploration, and about 900 million was spent on local goods and services, which was about 30%. Currently, from the time FID was taken, there have been acceleration of activities, and we've seen local content achievements, or the message we've been preaching, beginning to bring fruits. For example, the authority has approved about $7.2 billion in contracts, and out of that, $1.8 billion has been earmarked for Ugandan companies, about 25%. You can imagine that in just a short period from the time FID was taken, which is about 2021 to date. Currently, the oil and gas sector is employing about 12,400 people, and about 12,100, which is about 94%, are Ugandans. So 12,900 and about 12,100 are Ugandans, which is about 93–94% in the sector. A new sector like oil and gas in Uganda, having over 94% Ugandans working, is good achievements. In terms of training of enterprises, over 12,000 enterprises have been trained in bid standards, in health and safety, in financial management, and I can assure you, if you go into the oil field and see the level the Ugandan companies are playing at, the level of performance and the level of the work they are doing, it's no longer the ordinary level. You will find they are executing work at a different kind of level because of some of the capacity development training that has been going on and the demands of the sector. But also in terms of technology transfer and technical know-how, we've been emphasizing joint ventures and encouraging international companies to partner with the local ones. Currently, in this phase about 44 joint ventures have been formed, and we're seeing like over 20 performing work in the oil and gas sector. And then also training of employees. The oil and gas sector is one of the areas where we realized we needed trained Ugandans to be able to work. And the efforts were made from about 10 years ago, trying to ensure that the institutions that are certified to offer international training, but also training specific skills that are needed after doing a study that identified the gaps that were there. And currently we have trained over 12,300 students, trained from masters, bachelors, technical works, welding, scaffolding, and the rest. And that's why the 94% of workers in the sector are now Ugandans as a result of training. So there is a lot of success as far as local content is concerned.